into the tragedy at the Pike River coal mine.
Is there any objection to that course of action being followed? There is none. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I move that the House express its concern to all those involved in the Pike River mine explosion, the miners themselves, those battling to save them, their families and friends, and the people of New Zealand who are waiting and watching with increasing distress as this tragedy unfolds. At approximately 3:45 on the afternoon of Friday, November the 19th, a large underground explosion tore through the Pike River mine, 46 kilometres north of Greymouth on the west coast of the South Island. 31 men were in the mine at the time of the explosion. Two men, Daniel Rockhouse and Russell Smith, escaped through a service portal and walked 1.5 kilometres to safety. 29 others, 24 New Zealanders, 2 Australians, 2 Britons and 1 South African, have not emerged from the mine. These men range in age from 17 to 62. They are fathers and sons, husbands, brothers, uncles, loved family members and friends. They are trapped in a mine, separated from their families, and we all want them to come home. A search and rescue operation is underway, but at this point rescuers are unable to enter the mine due to the volatile nature of the mine environment and the risks of further explosions. The search and rescue effort is being spearheaded by the New Zealand Police. They are working with and calling on the resources of a number of agencies, including the staff of Pike River and other mining operations, New Zealand's mine rescues, the New Zealand Defence Forces and a number of government departments. The rescue team is also accessing the best advice, expertise and practical assistance from throughout the world. At this point it is simply too dangerous for anyone to enter the mine to ascertain what has happened to the 29 men. I personally spoke to members of the rescue team when I was in Greymouth yesterday. They are unquestionably brave people. They themselves agree, however, that it is simply too risky to enter the volatile mine environment right now. Our thoughts right now are with the miners' families and the sense of helplessness they must be feeling. We share their frustration. We too are impatient to see a rescue team sent in. But we also realise that the toxic and potentially explosive gases could cause more casualties too. Later today, the Whole Being Board will hopefully offer information on the kind of gases that are trapped in the mine. It may allow access to video imaging of what is going on down there, and it will possibly reveal the fate of those trapped there. It will provide further information to help the rescue team as they decide on the best course of action. We hope and pray that the missing men are alive and well. But given we have not had contact with the men for nearly 4 days, the situation remains grave. Although we must stay optimistic, police are now planning for the possible loss of life. Our thoughts go out to the miners and their loved ones. Our hearts also go out to the entire community that is affected by these events. Everyone in the surrounding town knows someone who is down that mine. During my 2 trips to the West Coast since the explosion, I've been especially impressed by the way the tight-knit community has pulled together to endure this tragedy. I'm truly humbled by the level of support, respect and understanding they show as they endure shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, this dreadful, excruciatingly long wait. I've also been heartened to see the offers of support flow in from around the country and the world. Volunteers are working with the families. Air New Zealand has sent in expert staff, and many others are working to assist. Messages of sympathy, support and compassion have arrived from international leaders and dignitaries. I've also been impressed by the solidarity and camaraderie shown by the national and international mining community. These are men who live with risk every day of their lives and look out for each other in the same way a father looks out for a son. They are tough, resourceful and stoic. As a country, we have a long history of coal mining, and an incident like this is the worst nightmare of those who work in the industry. Obviously, in due course, inquiries and investigations will be necessary to answer the questions about why this event occurred and how we can prevent anything like it occurring again. But right now, as we all await updates on the situation Our thoughts and hopes go out to the community and families of all those who are suffering unbearable anxiety and distress as they wait for information about their loved ones. Mr. Speaker, as John Milton once said, they also serve who only stand and wait.
The question is that the motion